Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. The screen is turned a little bit, and there's a good reason. One, I got a bigger TV, 32-inch. I got a new Xbox, 250 gig. Went from all that one to this one. I'm not talking loud tonight because people are asleep. I got a niece just right there, and my parents right there. Gotta stay quiet. Happy Labor Day. I didn't work. Thank God. I'll work tomorrow. But tonight was Raw. I didn't do Raw last week because my computer kept messing up when I was trying to bring it to you guys. But there are a couple things I do want to talk to you guys about before we do talk about Raw. One, a couple weeks ago, Del Rio had a black eye. And with this black eye he had, apparently he was in a fight, like, the day of SummerSlam. And, he was in a fight with an actual superstar, and that superstar was Drew McIntyre. That's why Drew McIntyre also hasn't been in the ring for a little bit. So, who are the El Matadors? The El Matadors are guys who have already been in WWE. They've been tag team champions before. They are just new designed tag team. And these guys are Epico and Primo. And by the way, I want to show you guys one thing. I got a new shirt. Now you guys might not like the shirt. I like the shirt because of what it says. I say it all the time ever since I've been hearing it. I've been wanting the shirt. I ordered it last Sunday. It came in Thursday, so it said 7 to 10 business days. I got it fast. It's Mark Henry's Bent on Destruction t-shirt, and it says, "That's what I do." I love this shirt so much. It cost me a little bit, but what are you gonna do? But the El Matadors is just Epico and Primo. That's who they are. They're getting rid of Rosa because she's in rehab. But that's who the El Matadors are. Kane, where is Kane? We're not going to be seeing Kane for a while because he is making See No Evil Part 2. Last time we saw him was SummerSlam. He lost in the Inferno match. I'm calling it an Inferno match. It was a Ring of Fire, but he lost in that. So let's get on with Raw. We start out with Raw with Triple H in the ring, and his guards, which this has been going on for weeks now, his guards of the Shield, and he introduced Orton. Everyone calls Orton's WWE title reign the Reign of Terror. And he says basically, if you need to be dealt with if you disrespect Triple H, if you disrespect Stephanie, if you don't like his reign, if you don't like what's good for business, you need to be dealt with. And I dealt with Daniel Bryan last week because he defaced my Escalade. Which, when you get a new car in wrestling, it's not necessarily a good thing. It always gets destroyed somehow. Orton already got a car once. It was a NASCAR, and Kofi Kingston poured orange paint all over that. So I think orange and black apparently go well together. Hence the Mark Henry t-shirt. Basically what this boiled down to is Triple H saying that he could bring back any title and Daniel Bryan would be good for it. He could bring back the European Championship, Cruiserweight Championship. He didn't say any of these other ones, like the Hardcore Championship. He'd be better for those, not the WWE Championship or the World Heavyweight Championship. But finally Bryan came out and said that he can beat Randy Orton, and that Randy Orton is basically given everything that he's got. And they kept making a lot of references. They kept talking about Doink the Clown a lot. Now, why did they keep talking about Doink the Clown? What some people don't know is, a couple weeks ago, probably like a month or so ago, Doink the Clown actually died. The original Doink the actually died, and there is this is their way of paying their respects to Doink the Clown. Well, they also had another reference, and that reference, unfortunately, how I know this is, like I said, I've got a niece. She's like young, so it's a door. They Triple H had a Dora the Explorer reference. So he talks about the grumpy old troll, and he's telling Daniel Bryan that he's a grumpy old troll. So then he makes the main event of Big Show versus Daniel Bryan. Well, we then have Triple H and Randy Orton walking down the hallway after we come back from a commercial, and they happen to run into Cody Rhodes. And Triple H says, "You know, I respect you. I respect your family. I'm going to put you in a match tonight against Randy Orton." And because apparently Cody Rhodes did something I wasn't supposed to, and he says, "If you lose, I might not even want you here." So the reason that they did that was because Cody Rhodes is getting married, and it seemed like tonight to me was a bunch of like a reality check for everyone. It basically gave you an update on some of these big superstars like Big Show and Cody Rhodes and this stuff. We then had Fandango versus The Miz. Simply put, Miz won via figure 4. Bryan is seen warming up, and Booker T comes out, and I'm going to say this is his heel turn. Booker T comes out and says, "You cannot win this feud with the McMahon family, and you cannot beat Randy Orton. You might as well just give it up, go back to promoting yourself for $50 in grocery stores and wrestling gyms, and getting $50 a pop. I mean, I feel like that's really all you're going to get if you don't quit now and just give up on this title." So we then had Dolph Ziggler versus a mystery opponent. Well, out comes Dean Ambrose, and he just kind of wails on Ziggler. And so we're like, okay, so this is going to be a good match. Ziggler versus Dean Ambrose. Wrong. Ziggler versus Ryback. Now, this was basically a Ryback squash match. Ryback won this match easily. And that's that. Before we talk about any more of this, I do want to mention something. Night of Champions is 2 weeks away. It's the 14th. We are almost we're almost there. I mean, last year's Night of Champions I hated because the name of your pay-per-view is crap. Kind of like Hell in a Cell, the name of the pay-per-view is crap. But here's your problem with your pay-per-view. You've got all these champions who you could put in a ring and put in a match. You've already got your world title match set. You've already got your WWE title match set. Last year we had no United States title on the line. But the poster of Night of Champions is, I'm not sure who it is. It could be Curtis Axel, since he is in a match with Paul Heyman versus CM Punk in a handicap elimination match, holding up the Intercontinental Championship. Now, I also like the theme. The theme for this is actually pretty cool. What they're doing is they're having the champions basically hold the title and basically look at it. And then they have the challengers stand there and basically being ready for their match. That just their normal, I guess you could say preview for their Raws and Smackdowns and all that. Here's the thing, we're this close to Night of Champions, 2 weeks away, and we have no Intercontinental title match, no United States title match. I would say no Divas title match, but we got that tonight. We've got no tag team title match. We need to start getting our asses in gear and start to promote these pay-per-views the way they need to be promoted, the way they should be promoted, which is Night of Champions, every title is on the line. And that's how it should be. That's how it's supposed to be. That's what the original Night of Champions was. If you're just going to do how you're doing and not have every title on the line, rename this pay-per-view to Night of We Screw You Over, not throw all the titles on the line of Night of Champions. Or to bring back Vengeance, because that's what this took place of. Because a while back ago was Vengeance, and then they switched it to Vengeance Night of Champions. And then they took the Vengeance off, and then just made it Night of Champions. If you're going to keep doing this Night of Champions, put every title on the line, like it's supposed to be. If you're not, take off the Night of Champions and make it back to Vengeance. Because we like the Vengeance pay-per-view. And it looks like they're not actually getting rid of Hell in a Cell. But if they do the same crap again, where they only have like one Hell in a Cell match, or the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view, you're going to have a miserable mid 2013. It's going to be miserable for your company. People will start bashing you again. Right now, what you're doing is good. You need to have all titles on the line, which it's not going to look like it's happening. But if your Hell in a Cell goes to one Hell in a Cell match, like it was last year for the WWE title, Ryback versus CM Punk, we all know how that ended up. Then you have a problem, because then you're basically false advertising. I was thinking about promoting Night of Champions now for Night of Champions Prediction Night, because apparently I didn't get out SummerSlam enough, because no one watched it. If you guys want to see it, it's still up. It's always going to be up. Go watch it. It was a good show. I will be doing all pay-per-views. If you're new to my channel, I do all pay-per-views from here on out. When I have my days off, though. And that's usually like Monday or Tuesday, but it's mainly Mondays. 2 weeks ago, I did work on a Monday, though. And I hated it. But where we were on Triple H and Stephanie. They were talking about Ryback's destruction of Ziggler. Because Ziggler's one of these guys who they now have a problem with. And Maddox says that there's a slight problem that Big Show doesn't want to do this main event because he's too big of friends with Daniel Bryan. He doesn't want to have this match at all. So Stephanie says that she'll talk to Big Show about it, and she's not gonna do it in private, because that's not how she rolls. So then Stephanie comes out to the ring and just basically embarrasses the Big Show. Says that he's got no money. He's flat broke. And this is the actual truth on Big Show. It seemed like tonight was the night of airing your dirty laundry. Big Show was broke. He played the stock market and lost. He gave money to people and they haven't given it back. He's done all this stuff with his money and just became flat broke. WWE is one of the best wrestling companies you can join, because you will get paid, I'm sure. But they have this whole you get paid if you win. I'm sure you get paid if you work, like Big Show. You then have the primetime players who are now faces because of Darren Young. If it wasn't for Darren Young and what he did before SummerSlam, they would not be faces and they would not be getting as much respect as they are now. Darren Young basically said that he's gay. It hit media. Everyone wanted to speak to him. The Today Show got him. Darren Young told TMZ that he's gay, because they were talking about like gay wrestlers and how that he thinks that they would do in a wrestling ring. And he said, well, you know what? I'm gay, and I'm doing well for myself. So he spilled on TMZ. TMZ is one of the shows that you better hope that they don't find you, or else they're going to spill something. That's how we found out that John Cena and Nikki Bella were together. At there was one thing I noticed about this. It's the fact that Heath Slater actually got new tattoos. He got this side done some more, and he got this side very much done. And I haven't really gotten a close-up of it, but from what I see, it looks okay. Once I get a better look at it, I'll determine. But the primetime players won this. Brad is then seen on the phone, and Heyman comes out and says that he isn't happy that Brad made the app vote that they did last week, which the app vote was Curtis Axel versus CM Punk, and it was either Heyman was banned from ringside, had to be the special guest referee, or if Punk would beat Axel, Heyman would have to get in the ring immediately after the match and face CM Punk. Well, CM Punk won, he got beat up, and that's that. And then Brad Maddox made Curtis Axel Intercontinental Champion, and Paul Heyman versus CM Punk in a handicap elimination match. I wouldn't have a problem with this match for this, especially for this pay-per-view. This pay-per-view is not the place to have this match. I wouldn't have a problem with this match if the Intercontinental title was on the line. If the Intercontinental title was on the line, that would be different. But right now, it's not. So much for not having champions, but every title is on the line. Because last year, the United States title was not on the line. And the new United States champion at that time was Antonio Cesaro, and he just got done winning it from Santino Marella. So, where's your advertising? Why are you giving us false information that we don't want? Brian then talks about Kane, basically. And he says, like, where's Kane? That they took him and they put the monster to sleep. But the main thing he talked about was Icarus. These guys are so creepy, kind of. Like Vicky Grove tweeted out that every time she sees Bray Wyatt's videos and him talking, that she has to sleep with the lights on. I'm not like that, but apparently they freak her out. If you guys don't know who Icarus is, like Bray Wyatt said, he's the guy who made wax wings. His father told him not to fly too close to the sun. He flew too close to the sun. His wings melted, and guess what happened? He fell to the earth. He's one of those Greek gods he's one of those Greek mythology type characters who more than likely didn't even really exist. So, what are you going to do? We then had Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton, where if Cody Rhodes lost, he would probably not be in the company anymore. Well, this was probably the match of the night. This was a very good match. Unfortunately, Cody Rhodes did lose, and the only reason he lost, and I'm sure it's just storyline, he's not going to go to TNA, for all you TNA lovers out there, who are losing money, and more money, and more money, and more money. They just got rid of Brooke Hogan, and they just re-signed AJ Styles. They just lost Devon. They're losing money by the second. Their pay-per-views are now on live TV. That's your problem. You need to make money and put it on pay-per-view, which no one buys your pay-per-views anymore, so what does it matter, I guess? Sell your tickets for more. No one likes you guys anymore, really. People still do WWE yes chants on TNA. I can't watch TNA because of my stupid cable provider. This is where I have to watch it, or this right here where I'm talking to you guys from my computer, my laptop. But yes, Rhodes lost. So Rhodes got fired by Triple H. It's sad, but it's just because he's getting married. I'm sure he'll be back feuding with Damien Sandow after his honeymoon, after his wedding. Which is not going to be too long. How long was The Miz out after WrestleMania? I'm sure he's going to be out for maybe that long, maybe is then seen walking out to the ring. He's carrying a kendo stick and he promises no more empty threats and calls out Axel and Heyman. They don't come. He has a message to the universe and says that he's going to get past Axel and get his hands on Paul Heyman. And he made a promise. And we've never heard Punk make promises before. We then have Daniel Bryan warming up, and Big Show comes in and says, "Look, I really don't want to do this match. I respect you too much to do this match, and it's just something I don't want to do." And he says, "But then again, I also don't want to end up like with Cody Rhodes." So, who knows? We then have a number one contenders match for the Divas Championship. Now, this is a triple threat match, which is supposed to be no DQ, no countouts, anything goes, okay? The problem I have with this match is the girls were wrestling. It was Naomi versus Brie versus Natalya, okay? They were wrestling. AJ comes in the ring, and I'm not sure who she jumped on. The referee threw this match out. Since when do you throw triple threat matches out for someone interfering? When? It's a no DQ. When did they change the way that we do DQ matches or triple threat matches? I mean, when did they change it? It's something I want to know. If you guys know, please leave it in the comments. It never occurred to me that they now have like DQs or no contests in triple threat matches. It never occurred at all. But then we then have Damien Sandow versus RVD, and this match was okay. Our guy Rob Van Dam lost. During the match, Del Rio comes out and distracts RVD, and Sandow gets the side advantage. Now, RVD did win his by 5-star frog splash because he needs momentum for Night of Champions. Is he going to win at Night of Champions? I mentioned that at SummerSlam. So my answer will basically be on the SummerSlam prediction I show. You guys gotta go watch it. I'm not gonna tell you, because until people start watching my SummerSlam, I'm not gonna give my prediction for that match until Night of Champions prediction night. So we then have Cody Rhodes in what they call an emotional interview. That he's asked about his career. Rhodes says, "They brought my father in, put him in a black attire with yellow polka dots, and had him make a fool of himself and dance. He was never the same after that. My brother, who is Goldust, Dustin Rhodes, was painted gold, had to wear a wig, and after that, he's never been the same. This is my life. This is what I love to do." And then he was mentioning about his wife, or about his fiance. And then he says nothing, and gets like this pissed off look, and walks out. The referee looked like he locked the door behind, or not the referee, the security guard who was escorting Cody Rhodes out looked like he locked the door or something. I don't know. We then have Daniel Bryan versus Big Show. And this match, I guess you could say, did go to a no contest, because when Big Show, this whole match, Big Show kept saying, "I don't want to do this, I don't want to do this, stop, I don't want to do this," because Daniel Bryan just kept trying to fight Big Show, and he didn't want anything to do with that at all. So, what happens is Big Show leaves the ring, he starts walking up, out comes Triple H, and out comes the Shield. The Shield pounds on Daniel Bryan, so the ref throws this match out. This leads up to Stephanie McMahon coming out. Stephanie McMahon then says, hey, you need to do what we tell you to do for your family, for the money basically for your family, because if Big Show's not a company, how's he gonna provide for him? Because I'm sure TNA would want him, but they're not gonna pay him. TNA's losing money by the second. Like, there's all this money, less money, less money, less money, less money, less money, less money. We're losing money, okay? By getting these big guys, Jeff Hardy, just all these big name guys, they're losing money by them. And they're wondering, hey, where's our money going? You get Big Show, he's gonna want a lot of money. So I'm sure TNA wants him, but they can't afford him. As he gets back in the ring, Triple H says, I want you to ball your fist up, and I want you to knock Bryan out. Big Show doesn't do it. As he left, that's when Stephanie came out. Stephanie says, you gotta do this for your family. She helps him back in the ring. He balls his fist up, and he runs towards Triple H. Now, Triple H might be a heel, but I like Triple H. I've always have, always will. Nothing can change that. I also like Daniel Bryan. Nothing can change that. John Cena, on the other hand, there is a guy who watches my videos, who I told him I was going to do a video for. It's coming. I just gotta do some research. So I'll mention that at the end of this video. Stephanie steps in front of Big Show to where he wouldn't knock out Triple H, because he wouldn't hurt Stephanie. If you hurt Stephanie, you're basically screwed, because Vince McMahon will fire you himself. And then he knocks out Bryan, leaves the ring. Everyone else leaves the ring. And as they're leaving the ring, out comes Randy Orton. And Big Show watches Randy Orton as Randy Orton gets in the ring. He basically checks on Bryan, and he notices he hasn't moved. He hasn't moved since Big Show knocked him out. Smirk goes on his face. He steps on Bryan and lifts up the title. Show fades out. We were done. Now, what I'm talking about. First off, Night of Champions prediction night. Sometime within that week of Night of Champions, so sometime within the next 2 weeks, Night of Champions, the day I'm off, it's coming. Just not that Monday, because I got Raw to do. What I was talking about for this video for a friend. I've got a buddy at work of mine who I promised I would do a video for. I've just got to do some research. He is a huge, huge DX fan. Okay. If you guys want me to do a video especially for you, I'll do it. All you gotta do is ask. Don't be afraid. But he wants me to do a video all about DX. Every time I walk by him, he does some kind of wrestling reference, because he knows I like wrestling. He likes DX, I like DX. DX is probably one of the best groups ever. Now, when he says DX, he means the one with, like, the New Age Outlaws and all that. Like, he wants to know where they are, what they're doing, what their real names are, and all this. He wants to know everything, where they are now, what they did beforehand, how they got into the company, what titles they won, all this. Where they went after DX even split up, the big group of DX that we saw in the 1000th episode. That's what he wants to know. If you guys want me to do something like that for your favorite group, for your favorite person, let me know, and I'll do it. But this one's going to be an interesting one. I'm stalling because I'm looking for... I got to basically research it. So, that's where I'm at. Thank you guys for watching. Tune in to SummerSlam prediction night. It was good. I didn't do too well for SummerSlam. I was right on the money in the cash in. Some of my matches were a little iffy. I was hoping Punk would win. He lost. Tune into that. Watch that, Alex, and it explains why I don't think RVD is going to win the World Heavyweight Championship or any title anytime soon. So, watch it, and I will see you guys next week